Γεια σας. Θα κάνω ένα μικρό βίντεο μάθημα. Πρώτον, πώς θα μάθουμε μπουζούκι εύκολα και αναλυτικά και με ένα απλό τρόπο για να μάθει κάποιος, οποιοσδήποτε, μπουζούκι. Θα το εξηγήσω αυτό το μάθημα στα ελληνικά και στα ξένα, στα εγγλέζικα, για όταν θέλει κάποιος ξένος να μάθει το όργανο αυτό. Αρχινάμε με τις 4 χορδές που είναι διπλές και είναι 8 οι χορδές. Αρχινάμε σιγά σιγά να μάθουμε τώρα τις χορδές και τις νότες. Έχουμε και λέμε. Θα το εξηγήσω και στα εγγλέζικα. I'm gonna actually show how to learn the Greek instrument Bouzouki very easily for someone that's English, that wants to know how to play this instrument, which is the Bouzouki. And we're starting off with the 4 notes of chords that we've got here, and they're all double, so they got 2, 2, 2, 2, so it's 8. 4 chords, 8 strings, and I will explain. Now I'm going to go back to Greek. Και λέμε τώρα τις χορδές. Ένα σημαντικό πράγμα να θυμόμαστε τις χορδές είναι στα ελληνικά οι πρώτες 2 χορδές που είναι ψηλές ασημένιες χορδές, η πρώτη σειρά δηλαδή κάτω στο μπουζούκι, οι 2 χορδές είναι η ρε, η πρώτη, ρε και η δεύτερη, και πρέπει και οι 2 να ακούγονται το ίδιο, ρε, μαζί, πάνω κάτω. Πάμε στα εγγλέζικα τώρα. In English, the first 2 strings, which are silver chrome, like steel, small steel strings, the 2 are the D. First one, that's the 2 first strings that are together, and they're both D. D in English, re in Greek. Move to the second row of strings, which are both again 2 little steel strings, the second row of 2 strings, and we've got A. You can hear both sound the same. That's how you know that your bouzouki is tuned. So that's the A in Greek now. Η δεύτερη σειρά από 2 ψηλές χορδές είναι η Λα. Πρώτη, δεύτερη, ακούγονται το ίδιο και έτσι ξέρουμε ότι το μπουζούκι είναι κουρδισμένο. Και πάνω κάτω συνέχεια. Έτσι μαθαίνουμε το πάνω κάτω μαθαίνουμε, γιατί παίζει μεγάλο σημαντικό ρόλο και η πενιά, η συνήθεια. Πάμε στα εγγλέζικα τώρα, στη τρίτη σειρά. Third row, which is just a little bit different, but the same. On the third row, we've got one steel silver string and one brown thicker string, but they're both F. That sounds, to the ear, it sounds a little bit different, but it's not. I'll explain it further down on the video. So, F. The third two strings, line of strings, one is a brown one and one is a silver one. A skinny one and a thicker one. Πάμε στα ελληνικά. In Greek now. Έχουμε τη τρίτη σειρά από δύο χορδές. Η μία είναι καφέ, λίγο χοντρή, και η άλλη είναι ψηλή. Αλλά και οι δύο είναι η φα. Και πάνω κάτω εξάσκηση σε αυτόν που μαθαίνει, γιατί το χέρι, η πενιά παίζει ρόλο, η συνήθεια. Να μπορούμε να κάνουμε και το πάνω κάτω συνέχεια και να παίζουμε μόνο πάνω ή μόνο κάτω. Εξάσκηση. Στα εγγλέζικα τώρα. In English. On the last one, the fourth set of strings, double strings, the last one on top. Again, brown and a silver skinny one. Now, the both C. Same thing, up and down. Very important exercise. Στα ελληνικά, η τελευταία, δύο χορδές, καφέ και ψηλή πάλι, τα έχετε καταλάβει. Do. Και αυτές είναι χορδές. These are our strings. These are our four chords. So we've got the first finger on the third down here. You can see clearly. Μπορείτε να βλέπετε καθαρά. Είναι η ρε. Just an example to show you how they sound the same, and I'll give you a little pattern so you can work on your notes. Re. On the first two strings is right here on the third fret, and then when you string all of them, you hear a re, which is a D. And then on the second right on top, on the last set, on the thick and there, is a re again. They both sound, it sounds the same, but just a little tiny bit different. Ακούγονται όπως το ρε εδώ, ακούγεται και εδώ. Sounds the same. And you'll hear this pattern of re, re in songs. I can give you an example. In Greek now, το ρε εδώ κάτω στο τρίτο και στο τελευταίο εδώ πάνω, ρε πάλι. Και αυτό παίζεται σε πολλά τραγούδια. Θα σας δείχνω ένα παράδειγμα. Just an example. So there's a Here we go. Hear that? That's just an example. And here we go. Re, re, re. So re on the bottom. That's how they use it. And that's how it's been used. So that's just to show you that you can play re down in these two. And re up here. Now, so obviously we know now what our 4 strings are and what notes they are. And then you start learning the notes, which is the bottom one, second one, third one, fourth one. Go re. We're on the first one now. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. And the second one is la, open, just like you did on the first one. Re, open, because these are our chords. Open. Re, first one. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. And the second one, open. As we said, it's the la. Re is in English, it's D. And the second one we said that it was a la, which is a. And then you just, which is going to be further down in another lesson. This is just to know our 4 chords in English and in Greek. And there's a trick, very important for you to know, is if you want to find notes of the 4 that we just learnt today, the 4 chords, and you haven't got a tune, or you've lost, and you go, where, if say for example, if the re is here, if the re is there on our chords, where else are the re, and how we're going to find the re? And this is where this exercise comes in, of our hearing of the notes. Very important. How we can hear the notes and we can find them. This is the easiest way, and we need to practice it all the time. I'll give you an example. Re. Where is the re on the second string? Which is the easiest, because remember the first 4 strings, like the first 2 chords of the double strings, are all skinny silver ones. And then it goes to the brown and the skinnies of the next 2 sets. So, re, where's the re on the second? So, what you do is you practice and you go, okay, you hit your re, and then you put your finger. Doesn't sound the same. So I put my finger here on the second, and I hit the A. Doesn't sound the same. Here. Doesn't sound the same. And the re is here. There you go. The third, this one here, which is the 4th fret on the second row. On the second, the 4th, 1, 2, 3, 5th, this one here, 5th, and you hit it, and then you hit the bottom D, re, They sound the same, see? And that's how you find it, and that's how you practice your ear. They sound the same, see? So this here, with your finger on it on the second string, okay, on the 5th fret, like we said, is a D. You hit it with your finger on it on the 5th fret on the second, and then open without putting no finger, nothing. As we said, the A is a bottom 2. See, they sound the same, and that's how you know. And you practice this. First 2 strings, second 2 strings, up and down, and practice, because you need to exercise your peña in this action. Very important, this, the ear, and learning the notes. Now, and the last thing for this video, because you just need to concentrate on this short video and learn the notes, is how do we find it on the one that sound different? The 2 ones that got the brown thick chords. So, we find a note, which is the top is the C, which is the do. So we find the do on the bottom 2 strings. Okay? So we go re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Do is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Sounds the same, but it's a bit hard because you've got to practice here. But to me, it sounds the same. You can feel it. You know. But to make sure, make sure that it is the do, what you do is you hit this do on, like we said here, on the first. And then what you do to make sure is you hit only the thin string. You don't hit the top one, the bottom, and you'll see that it will sound the same. Hear it? Hear it? Or you can do it on the second row. La, si, do, which is the 3rd. On the second row of strings, the 3rd. And you hit the only on the last, to make it a bit easier, only the thin string. So, sorry, do, sounds exactly the same, see it? So do on the 3rd, on the 2nd, that's how you practice with the sound, so they can hear the same. And then only the thin screen, the thin one from the C on top. There you go. Only the thin one. See? This is the finger touching second row. And this is by itself, no finger, no nothing. On the last one, on the little silver string, the do. Because we said the last one is our do. That is, and this is how you can even find the notes by ear. Very simple trick. Very important, so you understand music. In Greek now. Πώς να βρούμε τις νότες στο μπουζούκι, όπως σας εξήγησα τις χορδές, τις 4. Έχουμε στη δεύτερη σειρά την ντο εδώ, στη τελευταία σειρά πάνω που είναι η ντο όπως είπαμε, ακούγεται το ίδιο, αλλά για να είσαι σίγουρος για τους αρχάριους χτυπάς μόνο τη ψηλή από την ντο πάνω, όχι τη χοντρή τη καφέ, και θα δεις ότι ακούγεται το ίδιο. Να το. Και τώρα η πάνω η ψηλή ακούγεται ακριβώς το ίδιο. Δεύτερη σειρά με το δάχτυλό μου, η ντο στη δεύτερη σειρά και η ντο πάνω η ψηλή μόνο, για να είστε σίγουροι. Αλλά είναι μαζί με τη χοντρή και είναι λίγο ο ήχος διαφορετικός, αλλά είναι ίδιος στη μουσική. Αλλά άμα να είστε σίγουροι, χτυπάτε τη ντο εδώ με το δάχτυλο στο τρίτη, στη δεύτερη σειρά, και μετά μόνο τη ψηλή πάνω δίπλα από την καφέ, η ντο μόνη της, ανοιχτή, και καταλαβαίνετε ότι είναι η ντο. Και έτσι βρίσκεται και άλλες νότες που θα πούμε όλες τις νότες σε ένα άλλο βίντεο. Γεια σας.